Mark here. You know how I do, cook the books and bring informational meals. But today I'm not serving up any meals today. I just want to have a real one-on-one, a little powwow with y'all. Now, if you follow my videos, I articulate myself, pretty well. But today I'm gonna get a little ratchet. It's good to just, purge yourself a little bit, right? Just let the ratchet, just a little ratchetness out. So I want to talk about burning bridges. You know how in life, y'all, there's people will tell you shouldn't burn bridges, right? Don't burn bridges. Okay, that's relative, because if you read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and if you've come across the 48 Laws of Power, which is a spin-off of The Art of War by Robert Greene, I'm paraphrasing, but Sun Tzu in The Art of War says something like, when your soldiers have crossed the bridge to go into battle, burn that bridge, burn it to the ground. And the reason he says that is because when the battle gets hot and the battle reaches its pinnacle, a lot of your soldiers, if that bridge ain't burned, they're gonna run back. But if you burn the bridge, they're gonna fight to the death. Burn the bridge. That's the art of war. So there's times when you do need to burn the bridge, and there's times, I get it, you keep the bridge. You keep the bridge intact. But make no mistake about this, folks. Burn certain bridges out of your life. Gaslight them. I'm talking about diesel fuel, regular, premium, whatever gasoline, burn them. Quickly, scorch them. Scorched earth those mother suckers. Burn them. Because here's why. You got to ask yourself, is this bridge leading me to my past? Trying to keep me in a lower state. Because I believe in evolution. If you follow my videos, I articulate myself very well. And I've articulated on several accounts, on several videos, the importance of evolution and its mechanisms, adaptations, natural selection, genetic drift, migration, immigration. So I'm very aware of evolution. Evolution used these different tools to coerce us into our higher evolutionary state. Evolution uses these tools to coerce or to goad us into becoming a fully developed species or organisms. Because in our natural state, we're not going to, if evolution doesn't goad or coerce us, we're not going to evolve on our own, because the laws of physics teaches you this. The first law of motion says an object at rest stays at rest. So if you're lazy, you're going to stay lazy. If you're not about getting up and get out there and fight, you're going to stay about that mentality. You're going to keep that mentality. Okay, if you're lethargic, you're going to stay lethargic. So the law states the only way an object changes its state or its motion is if it's acted upon by an opposite force of greater opposite on equal and opposite force, right? Unequal and opposite force. Because if you're stuck and a force comes and that force is equal to your force that's keeping you stuck, you're not going to move. So the force has to be greater. It has to be opposite and unequal. So I say that to say, burn bridges, folks. Burn them. Because there are people who, see, look, if that bridge is going to lead you to drama, burn it. If that is a bridge that leads you to nowhere, burn it. If that bridge is a bridge that's going to make you go back to what you used to be, that you've evolved from that bridge, but that bridge wants to bring you back, devolve you, burn it. Burn bridges, folks. Burn bridges. BB. Today's what? January 7th, I think, the new year. Let that be your New Year's resolution. Burn bridges. Go through you know how we go into the spring. You do spring cleaning or summer cleaning, whatever seasonal cleaning you want to do in your house. Look into your life right now. Sit down, take out a piece of paper and pen. Go through your phone. Look at all the people's names that's in there. Look at all the people that is on your Facebook or your social media, and start deleting them. Not just off of social media, but start deleting them out of your psyche, delete them out of your lives, because a lot of these people are bridges, and these bridges are leading you to nowhere. These bridges are there to take you back. Life is about progress and moving forward. So if you find out that there are people in your lives that are bridges that are trying to drag you back and always trying to lead you to nowhere or to confusion or to chaos, burn them. People, look, if you ask somebody to define what does taking care of themselves mean, they'll probably tell you some generic bullshit, some basic stuff. Oh, sleep, get enough sleep, eat, make sure you take care of yourself. They'll tell you the same. What does taking care of yourself mean? Well, it means to take care of yourself. You take care of yourself, you eat, you go to sleep. This will give you a lot of generic answers, right? It's not a right or wrong thing. But here's the thing. My definition of taking care of yourself, the number one thing is make sure you confront every snake in the grass and get them out of your life. That's my definition of taking care of yourself, because taking care of yourself doesn't just mean dietary wise. You eat, you exercise, and that's all good. That's physical. Taking care of yourself is mental. For me, the most important definition of taking care of yourself is taking care of your mind, taking care of your spirit, taking care of your soul. And the way you do that is you have to remove negative elements out of your life, because these negative elements, they're not attacking you physically, they're attacking you psychologically and mentally, which ultimately attacks you physically. So you have to understand, like a cancer, you have to completely remove that cancer, or else it's going to metastasize, and then the whole body becomes infected, and by then it's too late. So you have to understand that you have to burn bridges, folks. Burn them, and burn them quick. Burn them to the ground. I don't care how. The word inveterated means that it's a long-standing relationship. So you inveterate yourself in someone's life means that you have a long-standing relationship with them. I don't care if it's 20, 30. It's your mama, your papa, your brother, your best friend. It doesn't matter. If you have enough sense and wisdom to know about the world, to know about life, if you're smart enough, right, then you should know that it doesn't matter who the person is. If there's an element in your life that is toxic, poisonous, and is harmful to your psyche, burn it. Burn that bridge, and burn it quick. Ignore this to your own peril and your own detriment. That's one. Now, I want to talk about something else. So that was burning bridges. Burn those bridges, burn them, and have no remorse, no regrets. Burn them. Okay? But make sure, before you burn the bridge, just like I said, make sure that element is something that you've thought about, and sometimes you could test the element. Test it. I test people. I'll tell 3 or 4 of my friends, my so-called friends, a situation or struggle that I might be going through. And I'll listen to see if 3 of them give me, not sympathy. I don't want sympathy, but empathy. If I can get understanding from 3 of them, and then if one of them give me critique, not constructive criticism. I'm talking about like take it. If one of them take my moment of weakness as an opportunity to poke me, or to attack me passively, though, not passive aggression, right? You'll know, because if 3 of them are giving you empathy, you'll know what that one is different. Like you'll be able to feel the difference, right? You can feel the energy, because everything is energy, folks. So test it. And if you could say, okay, I got an issue that I'm going through, I'm struggling with something, you know what I'm saying? And you speak to 4 people, and 1 of them. So that means that's 3/4, that's 75%, 75 to 25 majority rules. So if you get 3/4 of a percent where you get empathetic, not sympathy, but empathetic understanding from these people, and then the 4th person gives you more of a negative vibe where they're criticizing you and taking this opportunity to tell you about yourself and things you did wrong, and try to just, then you know that one person, no matter how long standing the relationship, is the bridge you need to burn. Burn that shit and burn it to the ground. Burn it quick, folks. All right? Now, my next topic. This is life lessons that I'm learning as I go. Sharing with y'all. My next topic. If you are a 30, 35, 40, grown-ass man, baby. This right here is funny. If you are grown, you remember that group, singing group, Boyz II Men? Remember that? We all know back in the 90s, Boyz II Men. We love that song. I used to love them. They used to sing beautiful songs. If you're a boy to man type dude, and a Boyz II Men dude is this. This is a Boyz II Men dude. A dude who is well into his 30s, late 30s, mid 30s, early 30s, 40s, and you still living home with your mom, you're a Boyz II Men. Because chronologically, you're a man. Chronologically, biologically, and biologically, you're a man. Number-wise, you're a man. You're 35, you're 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You're a grown man. But you're a boy because you're still home. You're still on the titty. You're still sucking on the titty. You still got the umbilical cord. You're still on the umbilical cord. You understand? You're stretching the umbilical cord way too long. When I was a kid, I remember, I grew up rough. My past, as a child, it was crazy. A lot of us in the house, and I used to wake up with like my brother's feet would be in my face. My cousin's feet would be in my face. My feet would be, because we all slept in the same bed. And it was like, you know, opposite each other in the same bed. So his feet be in my face, my feet in his face, blah, 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 whatever. All of us on top of each other. If you're a grown-ass man and you still waking up with your mommy's feet in your face, listen, you're not qualified. You are not qualified. Whoever is under the sound of my voice, who is a grown man living in mommy's basement or freaking sharing an apartment with mommy, right? You still on the titty. You are disqualified to tell any man about how to treat his woman, his kid, his home, anything. You can't tell this man nothing. You are disqualified from ever fixing your mouth to say anything to another man who's out here, whether that man is struggling, broke, and taking the bus, train, whatever he's out there doing, but he's got his family and he's got his home. Him and his family living in a box. Him and his family living in a roach-infested apartment. Him and his family living in a mansion. It doesn't matter. If you home with mom and you old ass, grown, disgusting, you know, dirty teeth, just old man living with mommy, you're disqualified. Your opinion doesn't even count. You dig? You are not in any position to speak on somebody else who's out there doing it. I don't care how bad they're doing it. I don't care if the dude could barely feed his family. I don't care if he can't buy diapers for his baby. You who live home with mommy are by default disqualified from ever fixing your mouth to say anything about that man and his family out there in the struggle. Because the interesting thing is, what's interesting about that is the grown dudes who can't leave the nest, who can't quite flap their wings, you know what I'm saying? Can't even drive a car. And y'all know who I'm talking to if you see the video. Can't even drive a car. If you can't even drive a car, how dare you say anything about a man who's driving not one, but two cars? Yo, it's just funny. Your life is so funny, folks. How dudes who's still taking the bus and getting transfers. Now look, anybody out there taking a bus, I don't mean to offend y'all. Don't take this. This is not for y'all because I'm not arrogant. I rode the bus all my life. Okay? Today I still ride the subway. All my life. I'm a train rider, MTA. I got MTA tattooed on my shoulder, figuratively. All right? I'm all about MTA. I ain't knocking MTA. What I'm knocking is the dude who's on the MTA criticizing the guy who's driving his car. You see what I'm saying? I'm knocking the dude who is asking for bus transfers, disrespecting the man who's paying a car note. You see what I'm sure intelligence is starting to kick in right now. If you're under the sound of my voice, intelligence is starting to kick in. You cannot be a dude who cannot drive criticizing the man who pays car insurance. Listen, I just bought my house, okay? You live with your mom. You cannot speak about how I treat my woman, my kid, nothing. You're not qualified. This is not a tooting horn. This is not a bloviating arrogance, nothing. I'm humble as pie. I am humble as apple pie. I've been through hell and high water out here in these streets. So trust me, nothing. There's not an ounce of arrogance in me. Pride, maybe, yes, I'm very proud of myself. That's a fact. Arrogance, not close. I have nothing to be arrogant about. I've struggled too much. Life has kicked my butt way too much for me to be arrogant. But what I am is very proud because I overcame a lot of my struggles on my own. Bootstraps, lace, what? I pride myself on my hustle, on my grind, on me getting knocked down 7, 8, 9, 10 times and keep going. I done been beat it up times over, but I'm still here fighting. So I'm proud of that. So this is not about boasting and arrogance and none of that. Lest you err in your psyche, let me be clear, it's not about that. What it is about is dudes who are safely tucked away under their mama's breasts, criticizing the man who's out here in the arena. Read The Arena I think it was by Roosevelt, 1910 or 1913. I don't. It's called The Arena. You can Google it. The year slipped my mind, but I believe it was by Roosevelt. I think it was by Roosevelt, and it's a quote by Roosevelt called The Arena, and it's a very inspirational and powerful quote. And I'm gonna summarize it by saying it talks about people who are safely on the sidelines, criticizing those who are in the arena, bloody, sweating, gored, damn near dying, fighting, and everybody else who's safely sitting on the sidelines, comfortable, criticizing how they're fighting. Oh, you should have did this, you should have did that, you should have did this, you should have. Those people, you shouldas, the you shouldas. It talks about the you shouldas. That's what I call them, the you shouldas. Telling you should have did this, you should have did that. But you're safely tucked away on the sideline while I'm out here wrestling lions, tigers, and bears of life. It's called The Arena. Google it. And it's by Teddy Roosevelt, one of the Roosevelts. You Google it, you'll find it. But I say that to say, so I'm not knocking anybody's struggle. I'm a struggler. I'm a hustler. I'm the poster child of the word struggle. Some people I've had people tell, oh, don't use that word. Don't talk about your struggle. Why not? I'm proud of my struggles. So why not talk about it? I wear my struggles as a symbol of my glory, right? That's like Ali and Ali Frazier, right? It's like that was a struggle for Ali to win that fight, right? Or Ali when he fought, who was it? Foreman in Africa, when that was a struggle for him to beat Foreman. To tell him not to talk about that struggle that he had in that fight is ignorance on your part, lack of understanding, or it's hate or jealousy on your part, because that's his pride. He won that fight. You know, Tyson won that fight that he fought and struggled to win. You know, all the other boxers, whatever. So you get my point. So my thing is, nothing's wrong with talking about your struggle. Crying about your struggle, whining about your struggle, that's a different story. But talking about how you overcame certain struggles and challenges in life, people, let that be your pride and glory. Wear it as a badge of honor. Every boxer walks around with their belt. The belts that a boxer walks around with on his shoulder, UFC fighter, they carry their belt. That belt is a symbol of a struggle that they overcame. They didn't get that belt for free. They weren't handing them out at some government cheese factory line. They fought, they won, and that's a symbol. So when I talk about my struggles is my symbol. I don't have a belt, but that's my metaphorical belt that I'm showing you that, yo, I overcame this. So when a lot of dudes who live with moms, you know what I'm saying, who hate and bash me, because I see them. And this is a light-skinned, I'm an angry light-skinned man. Because I ain't black enough. You understand? These are the kind of little subtle attacks I get. So I'm an angry light-skinned man who struggles and wins and is on top of his ish. You dudes who live home with moms, y'all are lowlives. Y'all are bums. Y'all are complete bums. Couldn't walk one day in my shoes. Couldn't survive 1 minute or hour in my shoe. Y'all are bums. Complete bums. Look, and here's another thing. Ladies, real women out there, I'm going to ask y'all a question. If a 40-year-old man ain't got a car, would you date him? I'm listening. I could guarantee any woman under the sound of my voice is saying, hell no. If a 35, 36, 30-year-old man living with moms, and let's be clear, because I know some of y'all ladies out there might be sympathetic. Oh, well, he might be going to school. No. This is not, we're talking about a dude who never left the nest. That just lived with his mama. He ain't got no ambitions. He ain't going to school. He ain't none of that. He just live with moms. And he doesn't have a car. Would you date him? If you're a bird brain, maybe you would. But any intelligent woman, no, you're not, no. Because that's a red flag if there's ever any red flag. That this dude's a bum. Complete bum. So I know every woman would back me up on that. That there's no woman that's going to take a dude who's 35, matter of fact, 39 years old, living with his mom, and it's an apartment, not even a house. So they probably share in the same bed. You understand what I'm saying? Feet in each other's face when they wake up in the morning. Like, to me, like, there's no woman that's going to say, yo, I'm going to date him. I'm going to give him a shot. Because that's a fucking bum. So, you boys to men dudes out there, take your mouth off me. Aim your bullets of your tongue elsewhere, because you're not qualified. You are not qualified for me to entertain you. This is as much attention you get from me. A video, social media. I would never engage you in the real world, because I already know that I got way more to lose than you do. You're a bum, and you would love to engage me in the real world, because in your sick, demented, low frequency state, you get pleasure because you believe, okay, I'm going to throw, as long as I don't care if he whoop my ass, because chances are I'm going to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to beat the crap out of you. But I know I'm not going to do that, because that would give you pleasure. If I come and beat the crap out of you, that's going to give you pleasure. Because at the end of the day, misery loves company. That's one. And then two, you know, okay, as long as I just messed up some part of his life, I feel good with that. I'm good with that. I messed up some part of his life. I made his life, you know, harder than it was. I'm good. They bask in that, people. They love that. Oh, he's miserable. I made him unhappy. I destabilized his home. Oh, he got arrested because of me. That means his money's going to be messed up. That means his wife, his kids, they love that, folks. People live for that. It's a new year, folks. Let that be a lesson. People want to pull the worst out of you, want to pull you into their mess, and even if you whoop on them and you beat them up, because I know I could take some dudes out, they going to feel good. Because now they could press charges or something, or whatever they could do, now they're going to feel good because they know that they messed your, even if it's for a moment, they messed your life up. And especially a dude like me who got goals, ambitions, aspirations, and I'm on my game. You understand? I'm on my hustle and my grind. You know what I'm saying? Motivated. I'm motivated. I'm bloviated. I don't know if that's even a word. I'm motivated, overvated, whatever vated. Emancipated, liberated, you know what I'm saying? X-rated, just rated. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused. You dudes who live at home with moms, keep my name out your mouth. You're a bum. Y'all are bums. Bums. Till y'all get out of your mama's house and get a girlfriend, which that ain't happening. And you ain't never getting out of your mama's house. You stuck. You stuck in your mama's house is like a dude who's stuck in the projects. Not knocking you in the projects. I'm not knocking y'all, but whatever. You stuck in your mama's house. You're not getting out. You're stuck. You know the movie Get Out? That wasn't for you. Don't watch that. That wasn't for you. That message was not for you, because you are not getting out. Your movie is I'm stuck in here. I'm gonna write a whole new movie for you. I'm stuck in here. How do I get out? Marlon, I'm so jealous of you, but can you show me how to get out? You can't. You're stuck. Done. This is your destiny right here. You're looking at your destiny. Embrace it. All right. Till next time, I'm going to go cook some books. Maybe I'll bring y'all some informational meal, or maybe I get on here again and just let it, purge some of this light-skinned anger out. Peace.